Hi Taurus, it's CJ, and we are here to do the equinox readings for March 2022. This will be for my Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It will not resonate with everyone, so please make sure you check your other signs if it doesn't within your chart. This is a 6-month reading. You may want to take notes, pull up a chair, grab a coffee, tea, whatever it is. Save it so that you can refer to it again in another couple months and see how things are working out for you. Big changes. This is the astrological new year, or the zodiac new year, in the sign of Aries. So new intentions, things are changing, and universally and astronomically, as well as astrologically and universally, things are changing regardless. I mean, we obviously are seeing that night and day from where we were a year ago. Even in the pandemic, things are changing, and they're going to continue to change. So what we're doing is we're honing in, thank you Spirit, on our personal hour of power, ritual of joy. In my pre-shuffle, this came out, so this is really meant for you. Hour of power, ritual of joy. And I will read this to you. This is where do you take your time? Where do you spend your moment of appreciation and celebrating? South Shield, innocence, inner child. Oh, that's beautiful. With the dog being referenced there. Okay. So I am going to read these to you, which is why I said it can be a little bit longer. This will give you your path, things to look for in the upcoming 6 months. We'll do some animal medicine. We are going to then pull a romance card, a money card for potential themes in the 6 months, an overall major energy for you, and then tarot, and finish with a white light oracle. So it's going to be a little bit longer than what you're used to from me, but I wanted to give you energies that are going to present themselves with opportunities in the next 6 months, and you can then choose how to move forward. Aries was very powerful, so I'm curious to see how you guys you're going here to start off, and I expected them to have great change because of, they are the start of the new sign. So here we go in the hour of power, and I have the wrong card. I have the Great Mirror. I'm one over, or I'm one short. Where am I? There we go. My bad. Ritual of Joy. Now, if you want to get this book, it is wonderful. Sacred Path cards. It does have all the meanings, the healings, and the teaching and the application from Jamie about what she learned while she was going through this process and what each one of these cards means. But I'm reading to you just the application so you can see how this affects your life moving forward. So, Hour of Power speaks of rituals of joy. No matter what your present situation, you're being asked to do what gives your heart the greatest joy. And focus on connecting to the earth and being fed with the energy you need to maintain happiness. This card signals the zero rest balance point that will keep you from becoming out of harmony if you realign body, mind, and spirit by doing something that gives you joy. This little happiness break is what will keep you from breaking apart if you are stressed out. Life force is available to you in this moment. Be reminded not to leak this precious mana on regret or indecision. The keynote here is celebrating life. Find the blessings that give you joy. Discover your hour of power and feed the talents that will allow you to develop your greatest potential. Isn't that amazing? And so here with that ritual of joy, what makes you happy? Sometimes my daughter used to listen to this one song all the time before she would go into school to get her amped up for it in the morning. And that was her moments of joy to get ready to go. Well, we all have those little things that pumps us up, whether it's for working out or for just, what your amp music is to amp you up before you go into a meeting, a conversation, any number of things. So this kind of reminds me of that, about what brings you happiness and joy, but also getting back to those roots, finding those hobbies, finding those moments of things that you've kind of left by the by, and tapping into bringing more happiness into your life. Now with the South Shield, in innocence and inner child, it speaks to that, right? It speaks of playfulness. So I'm going to see what that is for you. To me, it's all about tapping into that playfulness side, especially with the ritual of joy. Shield, South Shield. Okay. The South Shield card marks a time of returning to childlike parts of self that no longer need support from ego. Look at how you can be humble in the present situation. Balance work with play and sacredness with irreverence. In other words, you need to lighten up and drop the uptight parts of self before you can continue. Maybe this is a time to get some physical exercise to loosen up tight muscles, or laugh to loosen up your sophisticated garbage. Stop holding on so tight and remember how to trust. How can you trust anything or anyone when the image in the mirror is not really you? In all cases, South Shield card insists that the child within is trying to teach you something about how to handle this situation. Listening and trusting the little tyke might restore some of the lost magic in life. Remember, playfulness heals a world of woes. The more serious you take the game, the less chance you have of winning. So here's your second card of tapping into playfulness, inner child, pure abandon. Take those moments, laugh, find those things that you used to do as a child or that you just find wonderful in play, and maximize those opportunities for you. If you've been holding on too tight, this is the note from the universe to let it go. And now we're going to see what the rest of our cards have to say. Let's go into the spirit animals and see which medicine you can call upon to help you on this path or in general in this next 6 months. I don't know if you're all feeling this energy, but I am. I have been. It's been quite a, it's been quite a 3 years, but it has definitely accelerated in many ways in the last couple weeks. Changes. All right. Let's see now. Thank you, spirit animals. Thank you so much. Wolf, jaguar, crow, panther. Show us for Taurus, March 2022 equinox. What medicine, what energy, which animal spirit guides are supporting them during this time? Thank you so very much. Taurus, March 2022, please, for 6 months equinox. 6 months equinox. March, Taurus. I'm going to shuffle these again, and if not, then I will pick them. I do shuffle and cleanse them before I start a new reading, but I'm not feeling the energy from these right now, so let's give it another whirl. There we go. Eagle. Wow. Mountain lion. Oh, wow. Okay. This could be where all this strong energy is coming from. Mountain lion, leadership. And I'll read this to you from here because this is a really great lesson in here about leading. And if you're a parent, it doesn't have to be in job, it's community, it could be any number of things. In particular, if you're responsible for children. And it shows you, it's a great line, and I don't want to mess it up, but I will just paraphrase the fact that, watch out because the cubs are watching you, is sort of the message. And that really struck me, and I do everything I can to remind myself that it's not just for me. Other people are watching, in particular babies. And eagle, this is great spirit right here. Great messages coming from you. And when I pulled this card, I felt I want to say the word sternness, but it really isn't it. It is I want to say maybe it's responsibility I'm feeling that you're holding on to right now. This is a highly spiritual card. I'm going to read you those animal messages. If I can find where I put my book. Apologize, I should have it right in front of me. Here we go. To get the number 1, eagle, spirit. This is great spirit right here. The divine, the universe. This is what eagle represents. If eagle has magically Sword into your cards. You are being put on notice to reconnect with the element of air. Air is the mental plane, and it is in this instance, it is the higher mind. Wisdom comes in many strange and curious forms and is always related to the creative force of Great Spirit. If you've been walking in the shadows of former realities, Eagle brings illumination. Eagle teaches you to look higher and to touch Grandfather Sun with your heart. To love the shadow as well as the light. See the beauty in both, and you will take flight like the eagle. Eagle medicine is the gift we give ourselves to remind us of the freedom of the skies. Eagle asks you to give yourself freedom, to give yourself permission to legalize freedom and to follow the joy your heart desires. That's why I felt like there was such a I don't want to say the weight of the world, but I feel like you have been, or you are in this space of great responsibility, of tasks, of I need to take care of A, B, C, and D. And with the air element here and Great Spirit, the universe reminding you to tap into that inner child, legalize freedom, not feeling like you must do, but balancing a little bit more some of that energy and bringing in the inner child. Okay, so Mountain Lion is leadership, and that could be where you guys are really coming from. But, you know, understanding that if you're work all the time, again, this has to resonate with you, and it may not apply to all things in your life as you move forward. But just try and remember this. As the Mountain Lion here, and leadership comes with it this great responsibility. But in this place of power, you want to show others that you know how to balance your life. You know that you're not just all about the work, driving for the money, driving for the house being a certain way, your physical health being a certain way. You know, you're hitting the gym, 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, whatever it might be. People want to see that you have more than just one trick pony kind of thing, that you're not just dedicated to one thing all the time, and you're not fluid and able to flow and have fun and take those moments when they're presented to you, right? That's leadership in it of itself, knowing that you need to redirect, do a 180, or even turn 90 degrees and go and have some fun for a little bit and then come back, right? So let's see what this card says to you. If you've pulled the card of Mountain Lion, you may be asked to review the purpose behind your personal beliefs. You may need to discover whether or not your plans include a pride of cubs wanting to be like you or to share in your dreams. Like I said, when you really break that down and you look at what that means, in particular when you have children, you understand that. And you understand that they're each their own individual. And the more that you can show variety in your life, but being true to who you are, but willing to try other things, sets them up to do the same thing. That hit me hard. Anyway, that's just me. It may apply to you in different ways. If you are already a leader, ask the question. Maybe whether or not the time has come to push the cubs out of the cave. If you are aligned with cat medicine, you are considered to be king of all mountains and never allowed to be human or vulnerable. The pitfalls are many, but the rewards are great. In assuming the place of power that Mountain Lion affords, you must constantly be aware of keeping peace. However, you can never make everyone happy unless you lie to yourself or others. This is human nature. Therefore, the first responsibility of leadership is to tell the truth. Know it and live it, and your example will filter down to the tiniest cub in the pride. Responsibility is no more than the ability to respond to any situation. Panic is not part of the sacred medicine. And, I'm aligning this with parents. It can be with teachers. It can be in a job. It can be, in any responsibility place if you've chosen that role, or if the role of leadership has chosen you. Does not mean CEO of a company. It doesn't mean that you have to be the biggest, the baddest. You're a leader to many in your life. How do you want them to see you? And yes, the cubs and keeping the peace. Any parent knows that. Your role is to just make sure everyone, stays alive for the next day. That's what I used to say. they've been fed, they're clean, and they survived another day. It's a win. It's a win. But in this, I feel with the eagle and the mountain lion, I mean, this is what I was feeling and what Spirit is telling me, that there's a heaviness in your heart about this responsibility. And the best that you can do is to tap into your higher mind. And as I just said, moment by moment, you make the choices and you try to think about what's down the road and how this is going to be perceived, and they're going to take this lesson. But when you come from your truth, there's no wrong, because you came from your truth in this energy. When you made the decision, when you said, this is what we're going to do, and this is why. And there'll be something else for you down the pike. But at this moment, this is the best for all, right? And that's never a good place to be in, because you're never fully liked. You know, you can't please everyone. You just have to come from that place of truth for yourself. Which is why the universe is saying, find more time for joy. If you've been in this space for so long, or this is the space you're going to be in this 6 months, balancing that out with the joy and the time for yourself is key to keeping you sane as you move forward, right? Okay. I'm going to pull a romance angel to see what the theme is around love for you during this equinox period. From equinox to equinox, roughly. Like I said, it's roughly 6 months energy. Ooh. Okay. Let's see, what do we have for our Taurus during the equinox 6-month reading, March 2022. March to September. Love for Taurus equinox, please. Thank you. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So if you're in a place for new love, if you're single and looking for it, there is great possibility there. Can also be that you're reestablishing love with a friend, a soulmate, your partner. Love, again, general energies. If you're already in a space like that, it can just be something you find that you love just as much, that motivates you. But for some of you, there is a love happening. And let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Especially in this leadership role, and also if you need to find ways to enjoy yourself, you might say, hey, let's go bowling. Hi, who's up for game night at my house? Let's do a nature walk, whatever it might be, just to get those moments of joy that you might not be able to find on your own, but as you do it with a group of friends, then it even it expands that energy and that frequency into the universe. Sometimes it makes it a lot easier, right? But it also helps you when you have those responsibilities and you need a break. Could potentially be, I need a babysitter for the night. If I don't get out of here and go get a massage, I'm going to go crazy, that kind of energy. Don't be afraid to ask. People are willing to help. It's a great lesson. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's see what the money cards, money and career, what this energy of the equinox may have for you. That was way too many cards, but thank you. We shuffled these. And I can't remember if I shuffled them. I'm pretty sure I did, but let's give them a good shuffle. Alright. Still with me, Taurus? There's a lot to go over. That's why I tell you at the beginning. There's going to be quite a bit that comes through. And it's a little bit of everything in this reading. So, whoa, there you are. Explorer. Keep trying. Excuse me. Keep trying. There are no mistakes, just an opportunity to learn and grow. You may be called to explore careers that match your fearlessness and curiosity. I thought that said leadership. You may need to go wandering and trust the unknown. That's where the magic lies. I love this. This could be part of your joy. Tapping into your inner child. Maybe if you like to go camping or put the telescope out on the roof at night and check things out. Thank you. Unstable. There have been a lot of ups and downs with your finances. Money coming in fast and then going out just as quickly. Fast changes regarding money or unexpected turn of finances. Okay. So there could be some up and down with that over. It can be, again, you know, there can be some loss, but in the same token, it can also be fast changes or unexpected turn where you end up all of a sudden being upside down. The next thing you know, you get a great big bonus, a tax refund. You have an inheritance. There could be any number of things. So we'll be looking out for that in the tarot cards to see if anything like that comes up to give us some further energies on it. But I love this explorer. I realize that's a career kind of thing, but I'm feeling it in the need of you to explore more of your happiness, your joy. All right, so we're going to pull the major energy that we're feeling over these next 6 months, the theme. What's the theme going to be? And then we'll pull the tarot. This is the White Witch Tarot, all major arcana. I love this deck. The images are so unique. Pretty. Look how pretty it's got the gold. Well, it did. It's absolutely beautiful with the gold color on the sides until, of course, you know, you start using them. I've been using them for a long time. It's one of my favorite decks. Let's see what the overall energy is for Taurus, March Equinox 2022. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Gods and Goddesses. Thank you. Taurus ancestors, angels, what do you want to show, Taurus? Major energy for 2022, March. Justice. Okay. That is balance. Honestly, we were talking about balancing all of this out. Balance and justice coming into your life. Many times with the Justice card, it might not just be the Libran balance, but it's seeing the truth, speaking the truth. Things coming out and turning out in your favor. You have unstable with your finances, and perhaps that has been, you've been waiting for money to come in that's owed you. Justice is to be served. This is a really good card there for you guys. All right, now we're going to pull the tarot. I am going to do thank you. You're the hero. First card out. Your energy, a challenge, advice from Spirit, outcome, and then another layer of cards to get deeper. I'll clarify if we need to. Since we have so many messages here, I'm not going to go crazy, but let's see what we have. I figured 4 cards would be, the 4 energies would be enough with everything else we're dealing with. I may pull a card on that unstable finance for you. Okay, let's pull these first and see what we get. But you're in your hero energy. It's the first card out. This is your energy here for the next 6 months. This is your leadership. This may be with those unstable finances that you've taken a leadership role to make sure that things get stabilized in your family. So thank you, Spirit. The challenge, 3 of Wands, moving on, switching directions, finding new things to do. Okay. Moving out of a cycle, you know, whatever travel or movement you want to see. This could also be you getting out of your own way and having some fun. Taking that trip, exploring. Remember, 3 of Wands and Explorer, that's the same energy. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Fire. Wow. Okay. That's the advice from Spirit. You have a lot of fire energy here for Taurus. If you have fire element in your chart, you definitely want to go check your Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And if you're on the cusp of Aries, this could very well be for you. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this card for you. Abundance. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay. Good to see that with the unstable. So the outcome is abundance. What do you call abundance, right? That's one of the outcomes. Let me pull the rest of the cards. Wisdom. This is you. You were. So I felt like this really almost Hierophant hermit energy. Excuse me. When I pulled the eagle, I just felt like you were in such a great state of thought and feeling responsibility. All right, let's see what else. Wisdom, beautiful card. Thank you. No, too many? Oh no, that's it. Okay, thank you. Perception, yes, how you're looking at things. Union with the Queen of Fire and balancing masculine and feminine. Wow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 5 life moment cards, and then you have 1, 2. No, six life moment cards, and 2 that are put cards. So reverse that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. I've split it up. I forgot that was 12 was a hero. So in this deck, you have additional cards per suite. Regardless, you have a lot of fire energy here. You're starting out with your energy being the hero and wisdom. This is being noble. This is the leadership card with the mountain lion. Doing the right thing, being a noble person, speaking your truth, someone people can rely on, whether it's children, community, family, even yourself, knowing that you're speaking your truth. You've gained the wisdom, or are gaining the wisdom in these 10 in these next 6 months in this equinox period of time, learning the lessons you needed to learn to gain that wisdom and to come into yourself, right? This is your energy over the next 6 months. Your challenge is to move, to travel, to change the energies that are happening around you. And it's also in perception. How are you seeing things? Are you seeing things from the shadow side, as it was mentioned here about balancing shadow and light in Eagle? Or are you looking at things to rose-colored glass? You're not seeing things for what they truly are. This is your challenge over the next 6 months. Tapping in, that's why Eagle's here. Perception is an air card as well. Thought, mind, higher self. Really tapping into this energy of air. 1, to set yourself free, and 2, to see where you can move energy that's going to get you into your abundance. Oh, thank you, Spirit. And that's 3 and 3, because this is 21, which adds up to a 3. So very, very synchronistic there. Now you have union and the Queen of Fire. So with this new love that you have coming in, this very well could represent that. Someone might be ready to get married. This is a union of many things, though. It can be a union of your light and shadow. It can be a union of your higher mind and your ego mind. Your 5D self coming to align with your 3D self. Your body responding to the intentions that you're putting forth. Your world as well. Bringing into union and balance, another card of justice with union. Combining things so that they flow evenly. And then you have this Queen of Fire, who is all hotness. She is somebody who is charismatic, sexy. Even it doesn't have to be the most gorgeous person. This is a confident woman coming through, knowing who she is, able to make things happen. Creative is a really good word for this. Very creative. On the shadow side, can burn it down. Like, let me just set a match and we'll build it back up again, because she knows she can. And this is male or female. It does not matter. It's the energy of the card. You might also be having a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries come into your life who will help you with this, who might be your next partner in work, in life, in love. A child even. It's the advice from Spirit. So you don't know where that's coming from. But somewhere, if you don't have this person in your life, if you don't have these cards in your life right now, this energy in your life right now, this is what's coming in the next 6 months. Wow. Pretty amazing. All right. Your outcome, potential outcome in the next 6 months in this equinox is the abundance. It's bringing things back into balance. It's tapping into that flow. Now, abundance is different things for different people. For some, most people immediately think of money, but it can be an abundance of health, of love, of any number of things that you would consider a cornucopia of blessings of spirit. With masculine and feminine, again in the fire element, this is the balancing of your leadership, of your heart and your mind, of nurturing and leading, or controlling and giving too much, right? So there's so many shadow sides to each. But this, when you're in balance and you're both leader and nurturer, or conqueror and healer, you know, and when you're in balance, you can tap into this innocence and this joy and tap into the play that Spirit has advised you for in this sacred path that you have right here. This starts the energy of everything. While I pull out justice, really truthfully, your sacred path and the animal messages are telling us, kind of giving us an idea of what the tarot is going to say without really knowing it. Now, that's why they asked me, I don't know if you do have Aries energy and you go back and check, you'll see where I started the reading a different way, and my guide said, no, we're going to pull all of the theme energy, then you will do the tarot. And that way the tarot will sort of support and supplement here. And here's where we are. I love this abundance for you. And balancing, justice, again, male, masculine, female, right? And this is the divine masculine and feminine in all. We all have it. We all have that action-oriented, and then we have the healer, nurturer energy. We all have that being able to take care of and lead, and we also have that place to come home to and nurture and rest and restore. So sorry. That happens within all of us. Wow, Taurus, this is an extremely powerful reading for you. All right, I am going to... No, they don't want me to. The abundance was the answer. I was thinking of pulling that card for unstable, but they're saying the abundance is the answer. It has been unstable. It might still be unstable in the next few weeks, maybe even months. But the outcome, potential outcome with your balancing or waiting for a decision, if it happens to be legal, but you're balancing yourself and tapping into your play as well as your leadership ability, and working with eagle spirit and air energy with this perception right here, moving out that stuck energy that might be trapped. This releases all and brings you such a beautiful, happy union. And I would seriously look at doing some firework, staring into fire, even if it's flames from the candles. If you can do candle work. Okay, you might want to do, if you're healthy and you can do it, remember, you may want to work in heat, like almost like sweat lodge, or go to sauna or steam room. The heat might help purge some toxins that you have in your body, and then also release them. That's not for everybody, and also please only do that if you are healthy and able to do so. On another side, for that meditation, you truly may want to sit and work with some flame therapy, some candle therapy, candle meditations is what I'm being told. This would also work with your solar and sacral chakras, making sure that those are aligned, doing some healing meditation online. YouTube has plenty of them, and also working with this isn't the one, but carnelian. This is red jasper, but finding stones that are orange and yellow. Citrine and carnelian are the two that immediately came to mind. So keeping yellow and orange around you for healing therapies. Okay. All right, thank you. We're going to go right to the white light oracle. Beautiful cards by Lana Fairchild. This is a healing energy for you. Messages for continued healing in the next 6 months. What the white light oracles are wishing you or advising you. Depends on how it comes out. So let's see what they have for our Taurus for the March equinox energies, please. Here, angels, guide. Thank you, oracles. Thank you. Thank you to the brothers. Thank you so much. Taurus equinox, please, Spirit. Taurus equinox, March 2022. Thank you. We have two. Did it both turn over? Yes. So we have the Sovereign Queen Maeve. And we also have the Aurora of Gamma, or Gamma. Notice there's some orange color in there. Seems to be a theme for you. Now, I will do the numbers when we're finished here. I want to read to you the healings to do with these two white light oracles that we have. First, Sovereign Queen Maeve came out, number 40. And what she represents for you on this equinox the next 6 months. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds. Here is your eagle energy right here. And this instability, right? Let your friends help you. In the hero energy, you have what it takes. Be bold. This is the message. This is really the message for you, that no matter what happened, you really will be a leader by showing you don't give up. So let's take this from a situation where everything came off the rails. What are you showing your children, your people, your friends, your family? Do you take the defeat, or do you pull yourself up by the bootstraps and move yourself forward? However this case may be for you. You know, again, this is general energies, and everyone's on a different life path, and things can change in a moment. So that's why I say, remember to try and save this. Keep this as a little note in your calendar to check once a month or every couple months and see how the energy is resonating, because life changes, and it may not be for you right now, but it might be in the future. All right, so let's see what the second message is with the Aurora of Gamma. Okay, 27, which is a 9. Here we go. Nope, wrong one. 27. Here we are. Let's see this card. It is time to let go of what has been. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you know. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to previous ideas or places. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. This again relates to eagle. It relates to the mountain lion. It relates to the explorer. Now remember when eagle was saying to give yourself permission, you know, not to do things in the same way, to tap into the element of air. This is seriously tapping into your higher mind, your higher self, your hero self. Now there usually is either a healing or a mantra. So let me look at the healing for the Aurora. Most of it includes just tapping in and going within. This asks you, as I said, with sacral and solar. The Gamma asks you to take some time to get into your space, into your flow, to bring your awareness gently into your lower belly. That is where the soft light is, which is the soft orange-pink light of the Aurora of Gamma. Yes. Relax here for as long as it feels good in your stomach, in your belly, and all the way into the colon, right? So really your root, all of that area. These three lights align so that a soft bridge of light can form between them. The bridge rises, connecting the lower body to your heart and your heart to your brain. Let your awareness rest at the top of your head. Let there be light and stillness beneath any activity going around you. Rest here for a while. When you are ready, bring your awareness back to the outer surfaces of your body and flow. Take as much time as you need to ground yourself. So this is literally about doing a solar sacral energy clearing and opening up the spaces, receiving anything that comes to you, and resting within the heart, the solar, the sacral, and you could potentially even the root. Just allow that flow of energy to go through there and creating that light bridge, one healing upon the other, anchoring in your heart and then in your higher mind. Okay, sometimes there's an affirmation in here, but I didn't see it. Okay, so now let me see the Sovereign Queen Maeve, and I'll tell you if there's a healing here. There usually is. Yes, okay, so Queen Maeve. She actually has tapping into your inner queen. Remember, male or female, it does not matter. You can use the term inner king if that, or sovereign, or divine, inner ruler, however you want to call yourself. You want to place a hand over your heart, and when you are ready, you state the following declaration of divine independence and spiritual sovereignty. I choose my own free will to respect and serve the spiritually sovereign inner queen, king, whatever, who rides within my heart. Through merciful compassion and empowering wisdom, I ask for the divine assistance that is of ultimate spiritual benefit to all beings to assist me in releasing false alliances, breaking the bounds of impoverished servitude, and connecting to strength, dignity, grace, and boldness of the sacred fire and spirit within me. May I love with courage. May I live with confidence. May I have the wisdom to abide in authenticity and determination. May all beings benefit spiritually through my light in this world and beyond. And so be it. So you want to sit in that energy, make that declaration, and that will help you. A healing as many times as you need to do it. And that's why you might want to stop this and write it down, or maybe you can look up and find the healing for the Sovereign Queen Maeve to help you in this situation. That all healing is not only with ego, but also in that perception, and also it's extremely beneficial and powerful, in particular tapping in while you might energize and work on that energy flow between your sacral, solar, and lower belly, and then repeat this, repeat the declaration of divine independence in whichever way, shape, or form. So it's really good to do these together since they both came out together. And you are tapping into your life force and your energy when you're tapping into that solar plex. And the sacral is also helping you to release that fight or flight and tap into your sensuality, especially in the root, that groundedness of feeling that all is well and that you have the ability within you to be your hero. You have the wisdom. Just what Queen Maeve said. You have the wisdom and the inner knowledge. You have the ability to do so. A little bit of work for you there, Taurus. Okay, hope you're still with me. I'm going to read the numbers for you for those who like to have the spirit numbers. You have the inner child along with Aurora. They're both 9s. So we have 9-9. I did tell you we have 12 and 21, so you have the mirrors. You have the mirrored numbers, light and shadow, but as above, so below, which also resonates to being 3, 3, and 3. Union and the Queen of Fire are both number 13. So we have 13, 13, and also 4 and 4. You have justice and balancing the masculine and the feminine as 1111, which is your awakening code. So you also have 9 and 9. You have eagle is 1, 11, 11. So you have 5 ones. You can look up repeating ones. And with 13 and 13 with the queen, and the other queen here with our sovereign queen is also a 40, which means 444. Okay? A little bit of work for you to do, Taurus, but to do so is to bring great abundance and balance into your life. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I send you all of the healing and abundant blessings for your journey in this next 6 months. Talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.